We got a special one today, YouTube. Shout out to everybody on the stream, man. I investigated the country where it's illegal to be fat. Now, this sounds crazy. I wanted to watch this off stream, but I said I had to wait, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this video is, man. Shout out to Will Tennyson. Let's get it, man.
They'll be ugly, they'll be poor.
I'm sure you know, like, it's like the plastic surgery capital.
Do you think an overweight foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Now, before we get started, it's crazy that it's illegal to be fat somewhere in the world, bro. Somebody want to be skinny, let them be skinny. We trying to dictate somebody's weight now. If they want to be fat and unhealthy, just let them. Why not? I mean, just go ahead.
Sadly, I've heard that.
Let's see, man.
South Korea, the world's beauty
South Korea,
capital, where being fat isn't just frowned upon, you're openly shamed.
Shop owners will clearly say to you like, oh, yeah, there's no clothes for you.
In a country where appearance can feel like currency, the pressure to be thin is everywhere. On billboards, subway floors, and storefront windows, a constant reminder to change and be better, creating a standard so intense it's driving a surge in weight loss drugs, extreme dieting, and potentially something much worse.
Okay, so I have to get to 75 kilograms?
I'm here to find out just how bad it really
what the
is.
hell they got going on in South Korea, bro? I thought South Korea was the good part. Seems like they got some stuff going on too. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Welcome to South Korea, everybody. Before we get started with the day, I want to see what level of freak show the locals are going to see me as. So behind me, there's a fat test that are in all the parks in Korea. They really
Fat
just said,
test.
let's gamify emotional damage. So whatever I get here is going to dictate how I feel about myself today and probably how I eat. So according to Google Translate, this first one here, it says, you're an alien, ... I mean, I'd rather be called an alien than a fat ass. So I guess if I can't fit through this,
Say
I'm not
goodbye.
considered human. That was very close. This next one is, you shouldn't be like this, which kind of sounds like a threat.
What the hell?
Oh my God, I'm scraping it.
Oh, buddy.
Pass that with flying
Bro,
colors.
chat, my build, I'm probably fitting through, bro, I'm fitting through any of these, man. I actually try to be fat, bro. Try to experiment. I try to do a social experiment with myself, bro. I just don't gain. I got a high metabolism. I don't gain weight, man. I got to eat 4 times, 5 times the regular average person for me to gain a little bit of weight.
Level 3, you have a slim heart. Passive aggressive.
That's actually crazy. Oh, buddy.
I have a slim body. Okay, we're good there. Okay, so the next one is just chubby. So not as wordy as the other ones,
Chubby.
but still just as hurtful. Chubby.
Chubby.
I think this is changing the breakfast plans very
Oh,
quickly.
Lord.
No. Crazy to think that I'm considered chubby in Korea, because I like to think that I'm in pretty good shape. So after chubby, here we
You don't
have
look too
average,
bad, bro.
which I would never be
Oh.
so grateful to be called mid in my entire life. I'd love to be average. And then we have thin, and then here says skinny, and it looks like they've removed actually one of the poles here, because maybe like it was probably too extreme. Like I don't even think a 90-day fast and a caved-in rib cage I could fit through that, because like thin, barely my quad goes through that.
I can
And the
probably
crazy
think
thing about all of
realistically
this
too
is that
thin, yo.
This is literally in the middle of a children's park, and they're probably gonna see this as a game, and you wanna beat the game. So I just go to this, and if I can't fit through it, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be able to fit through it eventually. So I think it just causes a lot of issues. Korea has a zero.
I'm going to try to spot at least, if we can't, I'm going to pause it now. If we can, let's try to spot 3 fat people in South Korea, man.
Calorie and zero sugar obsession, and because of that, there's tons of different spots that cater towards that. So if I want to be able to fit through that tree a little later on, there's certain things that we have to do. So the first spot that we're checking out is the zero store. So 0 calories and 0 employees. This is just kind of like a serve yourself kind of place. This is pretty sick. I just feel like I found a loophole in my fitness journey. No way. They have 0 calorie
Look at all the
ice cream.
snacks, bro.
That's
Ice
just
cream.
like 0 cal. 0 sugar. They have 0 calorie peanut butter, which sounds like I'd rather have a nut allergy than taste that.
So what does
There's
it
a
do?
bunch
Just
of
go
high
right through
protein
you?
foods here. This is
0
sick.
calories.
Wow. I've never seen a Coke Zero tall boy. Oh, I have to get that. That's so sick. I wonder if they have 0
I
calorie
do not
pizza.
eat. I do not drink soda, man. That's a fun fact about me, bro. The only soda I would probably drink nowadays, if I do, it's probably ginger ale, bro. Ginger ale, man. Chill off soda, bro. Seriously, chill off soda, man.
just like cardboard that has a
Chill
tomato
off of
scent.
it, man. Or
43
just
gram
reduce
protein
it.
in
Don't
that?
drink
That's
it
a
every day.
hefty boy. I swear, I think this must be what heaven looks like.
There was so many different options of 0-calorie, 0-sugar snacks to choose from, especially jelly, which is often seen as Korean Ozempic, providing you with
What?
something to fill your stomach with little to no calories at all.
All this unsupervised protein is pretty incredible. Koreans must be trustworthy.
That's
All right, so we
interesting.
got a few things from the Zero store. We got to start off with the 0-calorie ice cream. I don't, like, what is this? Is this supposed to be like great white shark flavor? Like, it doesn't really tell me anything, and I can't really understand the back of it, but it's pretty in your face about being 0 calories, so you really can't forget it. Shark-like, as in gray and ominous. It looks like meat that's been left in the freezer for like a month.
Yeah.
It smells actually fire though. Wow, what? Not as offensive as I thought it was gonna be. That's actually quite good. There's a lot of flavor going on. I thought it was gonna be very neutral. It's very fruit punchy. Oh. When you bite it, it doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste like anything, really. Just the outside's very fruity. Inside's nice and like red like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was on a diet to keep my mouth out of trouble, very good. We're gonna be trying the infamous cutting jelly, as in the malnutrition
Let me just keep going, y'all. Let me
maximizer,
just keep
because there's
going.
literally, I mean, there's
To
nothing
keep
in
my
it,
mouth
0
out of trouble
calories.
is crazy.
This is just really to fill volume in your stomach.
What's that, yogurt?
Not bad. Have a couple of these, like 3 of them for breakfast, and you're good. Crazy to think right now, as we speak, I'm losing weight eating ice cream and jelly. There's no calories
Jelly.
in it, but I'm burning calories talking to you. Think about that. We got a protein muffin, 200 calories, which practically at this point feels like a binge. I don't know if I should do it. I kind of feel bad.
200 calories.
I want to fit through that tree. Nailed it. Just a chubby boy in Korea enjoying a muffin.
Running on just 200 calories for the day, I headed to another spot built entirely around low
That
calorie,
is a
zero
cheat
sugar
code, though,
options.
bro.
We're in a 0 sugar cafe right now. Where the
You're literally
owner actually-
eating. You can eat all day if you're not getting any calories from. I mean, like a muffin. If you eat 10 of those, that's 200 calories each. 10 of those is what, 2,000 calories. So you ain't gonna eat 10 muffins. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's why everybody is skinny down there like that, bro.
invented
Or
their
in
own
shape.
sweetener called
fit.
Swello. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. But as you can see, they have protein overnight oats, no sugar added cream pudding. I got 2 spoons with my order. So I don't know
Sugar
if I'm
too,
being
bro.
fat shamed right now, because to me,
Like sugar is cool. Natural sugars is cool. I'm gonna keep pausing. I got the original video link in the description. Say goodbye. I already know. I'm reacting. But you don't want anything that has a lot of added sugars, bro. Like any snacks you pick up at the store or anything, bro. You look at the back, it says sugars and added sugars. You don't want the added sugars, bro. You don't. You don't.
this looks like a
That
meal
will
for
cause
one.
problems
But
over
maybe she
time.
thinks that I need to share it. The chubby boy over here. But we got the overnight oats. We got a drink. I've given this place multiple opportunities to earn my trust. So it's sugar-free, low calorie, and gluten-free. So my mouth isn't exactly watering over here, but you never know. Let's try this overnight oats.
Might be a vibe. It might be a vibe.
thick. Just put it in right like that. I love when it's thick. If it doesn't fight back a little, I don't want it.
Hey. It look alright. I ain't gonna lie, it look alright.
That fire. My blood sugar isn't spiking, but my happiness levels definitely are. So flavorful. Swello needs to
Look
be
decent,
FDA
bro.
approved ASAP. How many calories?
200 calories for that.
Wow. Now we have this coffee drink.
We have
with a
something like this over here in America. That's about 1,500, 800, 650 at least.
sugar-free foam on the top. It's a buttered pecan flavor.
Is it? Where is he at though? Oh, South Korea. I got to keep remembering that, bro. My fault. It's 9 a.m., bro. Early stream today.
So far, we have been given every opportunity to be skinny and no opportunity to blame the food.
After eating, I met up with Korean-American content creator Daniel Oh, who uses psychology, philosophy, and his cross-cultural perspectives to help women build self-love.
So am I considered kind of like chubby in Korea?
Not chubby, you would just be considered like a buff dude. If you look at the vast majority of like idols, for example, they're really skinny. I even have a friend who was an idol trainee, but he started working out and he wasn't even like bodybuilder big. Like he was probably around my size, and they were like, you can't be an idol anymore because you're too big.
Wow.
So they actually dropped him
That's
from the
crazy.
training program because they were like, you're gonna be too big compared to everybody else on stage.
What is the ideal male and female
That's crazy.
physique?
I think for men, it's the same anywhere in the world. You gotta be tall, right? So if you're 180 and above, that's like, you're considered handsome because you got that going for you. Yeah, so Will definitely would be considered in Korea. But actually, I could use just Will as an example of like why you would be considered a handsome guy by Korean standards.
Okay.
Yeah, so you also have what's considered like a small face.
Okay.
So in Korean
Small face
society,
is
when
crazy.
people say you're beautiful or you're handsome for men or women, one of the things they'll comment on is like, wow, you have such a small face. Basically what it means is like, if you look at the proportion of your face to the rest of your body,
We doing Moggy?
like it looks smaller, right? And so that's what people mean by having a small face. It has a lot to do with proportions. And of course, you have like a very defined jawline. So I think in that regard, it's not too different from what the standard would be for men anywhere you go in the world, right? And then for women, this is like super stringent standards. There's like a specific angle of like your forehead to your
Oh,
nose.
hell no.
And then an angle of like your nose to this part of your face right here.
Wow.
And so like those angles are all like measured according to like what's called the golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence. If you are,
The hell they
I
got
think
going?
over 60, I would
This is
say
some
like,
this is what's that boy name? Clavicular, whatever that streamer is on Kick. This is his type of lane, bro. Looks maxing, mogging, or whatever that trend is, bro. I don't know what I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, bro. But I'm me, man. I'm an alien, I guess. You feel me? That's what it seems to be. Like this is this is about. Looks maxing, man. You know what I mean?
4 kilograms, you're considered like chubby for a,
64 kilograms.
yeah, for a Korean woman.
Regardless of the height.
Yeah, regardless of the height too. Yeah, it's tough because nowadays Korean women, like they are also conscious of like their breast size, but because like naturally Korean women just don't have a lot of like subcutaneous fat, it's hard to get that naturally. So one of the most common procedures that women will get is like breast implants, right? And it's like, again, sometimes you can kind of tell because it's like you have a very skinny woman, but her like breasts are large. And it's kind of like, well, how do you get that? That's kind of like, I would say, the most toxic aspect of the beauty standard that Korea is known for.
As soon as we started walking,
What
we
in
were
the world,
flooded
yeah?
with more zero-calorie stores on every corner, plastic surgery ads everywhere, and impossible beauty standards at every turn.
These are the kinds of signs that you see in front of every single gym. Like, talk about a transformation. Like, I don't think I've ever related so hard to a before side of a transformation in my life. Like, when I see this, I don't see motivation or inspiration, I just see pressure. So these ads on the wall,
Yeah.
this is not possible
Yeah,
to be
no
attained
way.
naturally.
You can get it naturally, but there are some markers that show that it is plastic surgery. So for example, this like angle from forehead to nose bridge is kind of what I was talking about earlier of like that ideal angle that like women want. And then this like pointed nose and this angle
We
from
hit a
like here
pause
to
real quick,
here,
bro.
again,
My thing is, man, why don't just people, if people just get off the freaking phones and social media and actually love their life that they live, bro? Don't compare themselves to other things, man. Stop being so like, bro, accept the person who you are, man. You'll get a lot further in life by just being yourself, man, and accepting yourself for what you are, man.
more often than not, you actually need an implant to get that pointy nose because it's very rare to see that like just
This is
naturally
crazy, bro.
Through genetics.
And then the husky blue eyes.
Yeah, so the lenses, now it's to the point where like a lot of women will feel self-conscious going out and not wearing lenses because it's just become so, you know, commonplace.
So like, would you say anime has a big impact on the style and how people look?
I think it has a lot more to do with Korea is such a trend-driven country. So if they see like, oh, you know, this influencer that I follow on social media started wearing colored lenses,
Yeah,
like
everyone
I
does
want to
it.
do that too. Yeah, and then like trends just move so fast.
So we're walking by a bunch of these markets, and the clothing is so small, it's insane.
On this tag over here,
Yeah, what the
it says
hell?
F, which stands for free. So free size is basically the idea that like it's like stretchable. So if you're a Korean person, you should be able to
It's like
fit.
one size fits all.
Yeah, but as you can see here, it's not a very friendly size for a lot of foreigners, right?
I feel like I'm at a pet store shopping for my dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like in the States,
Like,
I'd
what
see
is
this at, like,
that,
the children's
shorts?
place,
Yeah.
you know, but
What
like,
the? I think that if I went into a store and
A,
asked,
a tank top or what? What is? Oh, it's a 2-piece, 1-piece type of. It's a 2-piece joint. Okay. Nah, that makes. I mean, what the hell though? Like nobody, bro. What they got going on in South Korea, man?
for my size, they would just hand me
What's
a
good,
salad or
Lucky?
something. Like that.
Lucky the
that
goat, man. What's
great.
good,
I don't
boy?
even think my quad could fit in that.
yeah, I think that's actually, you're right. Yeah, that's like the size of one of your quads.
That's literally my quad. I haven't
What
been
the
to
hell they
Schnauzer
got
though.
going on over there?
This would fit him, I think.
But we wanted to see if the men's clothes had more realistic sizes.
So I kind of want Will to try this one because it says here OF, which stands for overfit. And it's the idea that
About to
like
say,
it's a
hold
baggier
on.
fit. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I literally cannot fit my head through it.
there is a button if you want to unbutton that thing there and see if you could pull it through.
There we go. Oh. I mean, I can get it on.
Like if a Korean dude
They
was
got
wearing
some
it, it's
drip
supposed to
though.
be
I'm not
very
gonna lie,
loose.
bro. Like they got some nice. I like this shirt, man. I like t-shirts. I just like regular t-shirts. Like I'm a fiend for those, bro. I'm a type to just give me some graphic tees, man. Stack them up, bro, and make it look good with some sweats like these or these, man. These black jeans right here. These is. I ain't gonna lie. This is valid, bro.
But now you just look
I
like a
mess with
private
this shirt.
Yeah, look
Private
at this
school
school boy.
That's supposed to be like a bad
This shirt tough
fit, I
too, right
believe,
here.
But you make it look like a regular fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only had to fly halfway across the world for my calves to feel above average. But the fact that this is oversized, I kind of feel fat.
Dieting alone can't always get you the body that you want, which is why Korea is packed with beauty clinics promising to speed up the process.
Hi, we just want to see like if you have like a menu of different like fat loss options. Lipolysis injection. So these are kind of like the fat melting injections that I talked about.
What
so
the
they got
hell?
like stuff for double chin over here, contouring
200 thou wow, 300 thou wow.
for the face, and it's 99,001 for a session. So that would be like around right now with the exchange rate maybe
$90?
No, not even. Like
even?
maybe like $70.
What?
So this is like specifically targeting arms, thighs, abdomen. It's like very popular because again, it's like it's hard to actually do the work of like eating properly, moving properly, right? But it's like why do all that when you can just melt it off?
Yeah,
in a
and like
shot?
the proportions that are really like people want to see are literally impossible to get. So
Exactly.
you have to do it this way.
That's right, because you can't target fat loss through natural means, right?
You guys want to see the amples, right?
$70 to $90 to get, bro. That's why nobody fat down there. I mean, that joint is under $100. It's to basically melt the fat, bro.
One of the most famous fat melting injection in the world. It actually kills the fat tissue.
Are the people, some of the people coming in pretty young asking for this
Is
stuff?
this legal?
Yeah, sometimes, but usually 40 to 50.
Would you ever have any like thinner people come in requesting stuff like this?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I try to tell him to do another thing, like more smooth way. This is kind of aggressive way to reduce fat.
Aggressive
So what do you
extreme.
think of Korea's body image culture?
100%. Actually, I like it because I get money from those kind of culture. But
Y'all hear it? He gets money from it, man. He don't care about this. Huh? He getting money from it. Look at him. He's rich. Like, come on, yo.
I don't think that is that super dangerous thing because cultures from the America or the Europe, they are
At least he's honest,
really damaging their health. Ideal culture must be between the
least he's
European style
honest.
and Asian style.
What's your opinions on Korean beauty standards?
Yeah, so I'm French. I feel it's much more
Bonjour.
standardized in Korea.
Bonjour.
Yeah. When you moved here, did you look a lot different than you do now?
So when I moved here, I was overweight basically. There was kind of a pressure myself to fit in. Like in France or in Europe, you will never have, how to say, kind of negative remarks. But in Korea, they'll be like, that's why you're fat or something.
Also, they're a
Oh,
lot more
hell
like,
no.
forward here.
Yeah, exactly. Which, to be honest, is not that bad. Once I've lost weight, it's like much more direct. Also on the other way.
If I did gain a little bit, people would make a comment straight away and say like, oh, you gained some weight. And the whole reason to make that comment is like, I noticed you or like I care about you. And so you're supposed to feel good. Like you're supposed to be like, oh, she noticed and like she really cares about me and she thinks I should lose weight for my health.
Are Koreans a lot more direct with how you look? Because I feel like in North
I'm gonna
America,
be honest. I haven't seen a fat person yet, yo. I've been looking in the backgrounds and back here and everything. I've not seen a fat person yet. And I've been searching this whole video, bro.
Okay, if someone gained weight, you wouldn't really say it, but maybe you just like think it. So here they actually would just tell you straight to your face.
Straight to your face. Even like when I meet up with my friends and I haven't seen them in a while, if like my skin is looking worse, they'll be like,
They'll
oh,
just tell you.
yeah, you just got looks like you got some trouble on your face. If I look a little bit bigger, like the first thing they'll be like, oh my God, your face looks a little bigger than the last time I saw you. You look like you gained some weight. Or like vice versa, you look like you lost weight.
Do you like how forward people are in Korea, or what do you think about that?
솔직히 말하면 조금
Hold on.
How forward people are.
I thought I
in
seen
Korea,
one, man. My bad, my
What do you
bad.
think about that?
솔직히 말하면 조금 처음 보는 사이에서도 약간 무리하게 이쁘다 아니면 뭐좀 코가 만약에 크면은
The
뭐
nose
코가
is
크다는
big,
이런 식으로
and you just
중립적으로 외모에 대해서는 말하는 게
talking about
있어서 그게 좀
That's a problem.
좀 무례한
That's
것
rudeness.
같고.
Could you ask her to tell me like the first thing she thinks about when she sees me, and to not worry, I won't get offended?
이제 솔직히 말씀해 주시면 감사하겠습니다.
처음에는 일단 키가
At first, his height stood out a lot.
띄었고요.
혹시 전체적인 체중에 대해서 그런 거는 눈에 띄는 건 없었어요?
체중? 네. 그런 건 눈에 띄었던 것 같아요. 몸이 좋은.
If we were longtime friends and you saw me for the first time, like what would you have to say to me?
There's a golden proportion of your face I learned recently. It's like 1, 1, and 0.8. So maybe you're like
Wait,
bottom is a
wait.
bit-
We doing dimensions, bro. This is extreme. Yo, South Korea. I did not know y'all was like this at all, bro. I thought y'all was just sturdy. People just living how they living because over that cross line, over that border over there, there's stuff going on over there, allegedly in North Korea, man. So I thought y'all was chilling, bro. Y'all worry about weights and heights and stuff, bro.
long, like this part.
My bottom's a bit long. That's it.
And like you could get some facial for your skin.
Is it hard being a girl in Korea?
I think so. There's
Shout
many
out to all my
things that
Koreans
girls
out there. I love y'all. I love everybody.
appearances.
인 시선 같은 게
I love y'all. Y'all seem cool in this video.
여자들이 좀 뚱뚱하면은 뒤에서 말 나오는 것도 있고 몇 번 들리는 말도 있으니까 그런 것 때문에 더
She look like that one streamer, y'all.
We've been
I
walking
can't even.
around
I
looking
can't
for
name her though. I
interviews,
can't even
but
put
we're
my
getting
name
no
on.
luck with
She like that
girls
one
because they're all
streamer
just,
though.
like, they
Not
don't have makeup
no.
on, their hair's not done, their outfit's not good.
She really
so
look
most of
like
them are
her.
rejecting
I think
us
her
right
name
now.
is
Like, they
Fan
want to
Fan.
do it, but they just don't feel confident enough to be on camera right now.
Actually, the person we just asked, she does have makeup on and she still didn't want to do it because she wasn't confident in the
She needs
makeup.
more makeup on. So we've been asking girls to do interviews, and a lot of them are just like, "Oh, I have no makeup on. I can't." Like, is that very just common?
Oh yeah. If
Okay.
you like leave the house without makeup on, then mostly you'd wear a cap or like a mask to cover your face.
When looking for like a girlfriend, like what kind of a traits are you attracted to?
일단 외적으로 봤을 때는
From the outside, I kind of like big eyes, and
예쁜 헤어스타일이
I think I like women with beautiful hairstyles.
약간 내적으로 봤을 때
When I think about internal traits, I think I want women who focus on their work and are proud of what they do.
What's the main
It's a nice
reason, in
young
your
man. Good
opinion,
job,
as to
young
why
man.
a lot of people in Korea are so skinny?
근데 그게 조금
Korean people do associate
건강해 보일 수도
being
있고,
skinny with being healthy.
또
And so
뚱뚱하면
conversely,
좀 건강하지 않다는
there's
생각을
also an element associating being overweight with being unhealthy. And there's also a social element too,
신체
where if you see someone who is skinny, they kind of, damn, hey, y'all read it, man.
좀 스키니한
Be chatting.
몸매를 좀 더 이상적으로 보지 않나 이렇게 생각해요.
How do you think Korean people
He
look
started
at
to tee up. I couldn't.
Mostly that they don't
I ain't
care.
gonna lie to you, I couldn't keep up, bro. He started teeing up the subtitles, bro. I try to translate, bro. I try to be a translator. He started teeing up though, bro.
Care about themselves, and they don't care about their family too, because a lot of the family members usually, as I mentioned, if you gain a bit of weight, you would say something. So
Okay.
it's kind of like you didn't care about what your family said, or your family are not pointing out that you're unhealthy.
Would you associate skinny with being healthy?
To a certain point, I think it can contribute to like better health because I think having more weight on you can really hurt your knees a lot and your joints. That's one of my problem that my parents have. So I think that kind of weight really, if they didn't have it, I think they'd be feeling a lot better and they'd be a lot healthier for sure.
So would you rather be skinny or healthy?
Healthy.
I think be healthy. I mean, I think some of them kind
Healthy
of overlap
always.
to some extent.
Yeah.
But I think being healthy is more important, and just living like a long and happy life is more important.
Do you think
Absolutely, a
kind of
long, happy
overweight
life, man.
foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Sadly, I've heard that a lot. Shopping is difficult too, and when you go shopping, the shop owners will clearly say to you like, "Oh, yeah, there's no clothes for you." Like the reaction is very obvious, and I think they feel a bit left out sometimes.
Are there any extremes that people do to like look a certain way here?
I mean, I think the most extreme one, or the most obvious one, is like plastic surgery. But I know there's like, especially with the women, they go on like really crazy diets. Back like 10 years ago, there's this one K-pop idol called IU. I don't know if you know her.
No.
But one of her diets went like infamous because like all she ate for the day was like one sweet potato, like one apple, and like ice cubes or something. So she'd have like
what the
200,
hell?
300 calories for the day, and that like she lost like 10, 15 kilos in like 2 weeks or something, or a month or something.
And then a lot of people follow that, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot
Yeah.
of women tend to follow that kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely very
That's
severe.
insane,
K-pop
bro.
starvation diets don't just stay in the industry, they reshape how people everywhere see food and body image. When extreme restriction is framed as discipline and constant hunger starts to feel like progress instead of a warning sign, that mindset spreads fast, with people normalizing undereating and fearing calories just to chase an unrealistic look, like calling 130 calories a meal or using formulas like height minus 120 as a body weight goal. So I spoke with a K-pop singer who had to stay anonymous to avoid
Is this her?
backlash about what that pressure actually feels like behind the scenes.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on you to be skinny?
Yes, for my fans.
Is that good?
I don't think so, but they need, my fans need like that.
Korea ranks very high on rates.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Idol culture.
Idol culture.
Idol culture.
They need skinny shape and pretty face. So
So this rates being so high, you think are related to the K-pop culture?
yeah, I think so.
So the girl back in the cafe said that she needs to be
Damn.
skinny for her fans. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would imagine that like a lot of her success is gonna depend on her followers and fans hyping her up, sharing her music, and just continuing to engage with her content. But if she were to gain weight, then they're just gonna like lose all interest in her because
Regardless of talent?
Oh yeah, regardless of talent, because it's just kind of like, no matter how talented you are, it's not like I couldn't find 15 other people who are equally as talented as you.
Bro, why do people care so much though? If I was a K-pop singer, bro, I would be like, bro, F it. Even if you're somebody that's a bigger person, you can still be healthy, man. You can still be healthy, bro.
So if you want to make it, you have to be talented and you got to be beautiful and you got to be a great dancer, rapper. Like that's the industry.
So we found a place for lunch called Preppers, which it kind of sounds like contest prep, like you're prepping for something. And then the funny thing is, it says Preppers diet food, not healthy food, because I feel like healthy food wouldn't be as much of a draw to go in. Like diet just sounds like more like weight loss, right?
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head. That would be my
that
guess
look
too. And
good
yeah, I think it
too,
is for
boy.
like weightlifters, and I see more and more popping up all over the place.
So a bunch of pasta bowls,
Protein.
rice bowls. You recommend the double bowl?
Yes, for me, only the double bowl gives me enough protein. Combo comes with a drink. For example, amino drink over here.
Oh, you
I
get
think,
amino
yeah,
drink.
that's
Oh,
one
that
of their
looks
things that they're known
lit.
for. I have yet to try it, but I heard it's
What?
pretty good. So, and then they got like protein milkshakes and stuff.
Protein coffee milkshake, that sounds amazing. Like places like this in North America, like don't show up. And I feel like that's because there's like, they don't think there'd be enough traction.
Right, right.
So I feel like there's obviously
Bro,
a lot of traction.
why don't we have this in America, bro? You see what we doing over here though? Like everything in America is like kind of backwards, man. Bro, why don't we have a lot of these? Like I know we have some, some stuff here and there, but it's like we don't take it serious over here, like, everywhere
Like
else.
for me, when I first came to Korea, they didn't have shops like this. So I missed like Chipotle or like Kava, because you could get pretty good macros for those, even though they have like high sodium.
Kava, we do got that.
Now they got stuff like this.
It's not every day you see a fountain drink station where it's
My
only
girl
the
eat that
zero
all the
sugar
time.
stuff.
I'm not even
I feel
gonna
like
lie,
Coke
bro.
Zero is water here.
I tried
I
it, but it's
respect that.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
When a place has Sprite Zero,
ain't that look good though.
you just know it's gonna slap because this is a rarity. Like this is a rare
Really?
find. Most places have Coke Zero. Sprite Zero. You don't know how lucky you got it, man.
Wow, it's everywhere here in Korea, so I just assumed that it was.
Nobody wanting to buy that
And
stuff
also
in
the fact
America
that this place is
at fast
24
food.
hours is insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
If
love
they
that,
want to be
yeah.
here for 80 years, they should, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You hear me? They should, bro.
Pasta bowl, but
Straight
I think if
meal
I ordered that, I
preps.
would have got bullied or something. It seems like a trap. Like who gets the pasta?
Or if I go out to eat
All right, here we
somewhere,
go.
I'm getting steak, steak and
Well,
potatoes.
make sure you
man.
mix it all up nice.
That look good though. I can't even.
Ooh, that's a big boy bite.
So good.
Good?
Nice. I like that it's a reflective plate. You know, so you get to the bottom of the plate, and you can see your skinnier reflection when you're done. What would you say is like a big factor
in Korea's low obesity rate? Would you say it's all lifestyle, or is there any like genetic components to that?
So I think one of the things that people don't know is that in addition to the social pressure that there is to stay thin and stay healthy, East Asians have a way lower subcutaneous fat cell count than our Western counterparts. And this is quite common in Korea. Well, you'll see like those skinny fat body types, right? Well, you'll see men or women that don't look that fat, but they have really high visceral fat levels just because there's not a lot of subcutaneous fat that can hold it. So they won't look as big, but they'll still have heart issues, diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, like all across the board.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take that much size for a Korean person to be equally as unhealthy as like,
Hey,
like
that's actually a good
European-based
point,
or-
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
How many
actually a
calories
good
would you say
point.
this bowl is?
Good morning,
If
good
I had
morning,
to
my
guess,
boy.
I would put it
Good
around
morning to y'all, sir.
600.
600
Okay,
calories
like-
for that.
Around 700. Have you heard of Macro Factor?
I haven't.
It's the quickest and easiest way to track your calories.
Okay.
And if you don't have a place that has the calories on the like, in your bowl, take a photo, and it gets pretty close.
That'd be awesome.
So, boom, uploading. So it even says the rice, steak, scallions, sesame seeds. Right, so 775 calories in the plate.
wild.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. So I mean, it tells you all the macros, and you just log it to
What
your.
kind of app is that, yeah?
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
There's also a new feature where you can upload a recipe including ingredients, instructions, and servings, all with just a snap of a picture.
So if you guys want to try the Macro Factor app, make sure to use code WILL for 2 weeks free.
Okay, hold on, what the hell?
Calling me. You sound like
Ain't-
a psycho. I swear to God.
Out of here, we gotta get this out of here. Get out of here.
We are now in Cheongno, which is known as the obesity
Cheongno.
drug mecca of the world. And literally, every single building is a pharmacy just selling fat loss drugs. It's
Macro
actually
Factor.
pretty insane. So there's a pharmacy right here,
And
and then there's
do
a
it over
pharmacy
here, bro.
right here.
Down south
then
they do it. I
literally,
know that for
like,
a fact. They
5
do it down
more feet.
south.
There's another pharmacy right here. And then next door is another pharmacy. And then across the street, there's more pharmacies
South
over
Korea
there.
is interesting, man.
Which is like, I don't know why you need this many pharmacies. I guess the demand is super, super high. So we are gonna
Absolutely.
see
Y'all
how
got
easy-
$70 to $90 shots over there that melts fats. If that was like that over here, America will make a gold mine off of that, bro.
it is for me to go to a clinic, get a
You don't
prescription.
go to bullet train, that's the
and get
fastest
some
train.
mobility.
I do not.
See.
That seems scary, man.
Oh shit.
It says normal though, it's
might
just
be
like
busy.
a flight.
Yes.
Like you take a flight somewhere.
네, 이 외국인 친구인데요. 그 마운자로나 위고비 처방을 받고 싶어서. What's the name that you use in Korean?
정아름님.
Will.
Will.
I just walked in, said my name, gave my ID, and it's good.
What?
Do you have a preference of Wegovy or Mounjaro?
What does he recommend?
어떤 걸 추천해 주실 수 있을까요? He said then you would have to get a consultation with the doctor.
So I have to see him here right now.
Right now.
Oh,
Is it
hell
long
no.
range?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Okay. We're in the waiting room right now for the weight loss drugs. Everyone in here is also here for the same thing. People are just coming in, asking for it, and they're like, yeah, just take a seat, meet with the doctor, and you're good. So we're gonna have a prescription in like 15 minutes, which is crazy here. Here we go.
This is crazy, bro.
Yes.
I understand that people need it. I understand that people need this type of thing. Yeah, of course, use it. But if you don't need it, bro, if you're just doing it for aesthetics, bro, I think it's a damn shame, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a damn shame because why don't you just get your ass in that gym and just shake that fat off, bro? But maybe I'm wrong, bro.
How about your height?
6 foot.
How about your weight?
Around
Kilogram.
90. 90, yeah.
What is your world normal body weight?
I just want to get shredded.
After I gave the doctor my height, weight, and goal, he implemented my stats into
I
a
just wanna get
BMI chart
shredded.
and called me obese.
I just want to get
In
shredded.
this presentation, you will have some obesity. Your BMI index is 24.47.
And he kept adding lower weights until it put me in the normal category.
If you have some weight loss,
My gym costs more a month,
program, you
60
will
plus a month.
the
What kind of gym you go to, man? What's good? What's good, CC?
The doctor is telling me I have to lose 15
good with
kilograms
your
or
shots, everybody in the
33
chat,
pounds
man?
without any sort of background
What he
knowledge.
said?
the normal body weight.
And I'll be healthier? Okay, perfect.
The doctor is telling me I have to lose 15 kilograms or 33 pounds without any sort of background knowledge of my medical history or even my body composition, as fat and muscle ratios greatly impact your BMI score, and these lax measures are causing serious harm. And just like that, within a matter of minutes, I got a prescription, adding to Korea's major drug misuse problem.
Oh, she's asking if you want to get the injection here right now.
No, I'll do it later. Yeah. All right, so this is
Wait,
pretty
they can
insane.
get it. This is crazy. Yo, South Korea, bro. Y'all was on some different timing, yo. I did not know y'all was built like that. I did not know y'all was built like this. I thought it was chill. I thought y'all was just chilling, man. I know North Korea got his dictatorship going on. I know they not playing over there. I know. But it's like, bruh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Public shaming people for being fat. I mean, let them be whoever they want to be.
We got it super easily.
Shout out to Ms. White. Is she hydrated? Yeah, man. Not gonna lie, 21 weeks.
So the doctor said I need to get to
21 weeks. We halfway through this.
Kilograms.
Yeah,
which, now that I'm thinking about it, that's below my bodybuilding contest.
Damn, I didn't know he was a bodybuilder.
So I think I would actually die.
Yeah, you'd be like 168 pounds.
Yeah.
That's how much I weigh, and I'm 5'8".
Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't look at like your body fat percentage. They just go like, okay, height, weight, you're obese. And then there's no other discussion about like, do you work out consistently? There's, here you go. $150.
Yeah, I don't think he even asked you any questions about your overall health.
No.
Yeah. There was like no diagnosis. He was just like, oh, you want the drug? Like,
crazy,
okay, here's how to use it. You know, here are some side effects to expect. And I think they even offered to give you your first injection like right now.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that. No, I just got it for a prop. I'm not gonna use it.
Who gonna use it then, brother? Be honest. Who gonna use it then, my brother? Come on, man. Shout out to my boy, though.
Korea is facing a serious issue that can't be ignored. The
My gym has a soccer, baseball, weight room.
Combined with a deeply ingrained culture of body
God
shaming,
damn,
is quietly
TDE?
taking a toll on people's lives. Over time, it doesn't just affect how you see yourself.
You should be ripped
It
then.
consumes your thoughts entirely. And eventually,
Shredded.
you give in.
Nah, W my guy, man. Go get his book or whatever, man. Can't even lie. That's the W, man. Shout out to Will, bro. I think I've seen your videos before, but this is my first time really reacting to it. If parents give their child a cosmetic surgery before a birthday gift, it's 100% broken society. Yeah. Don't be fat, ugly, poor is most Korean advice I heard. Yeah, that's crazy. Damn, if only our boy is chubby, then I'm a dude that ate an alien. What? Everyone trying to look at it's possible only to have the lowest birth rate possible. North Korea skinny from food scarcity. South Korea skinny from societal pressures. The slim society is absurd. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having those stores with 0-calorie food and stuff. I wouldn't mind. That's what really piqued my interest, bro. Whoa. Well, in this discovered state mandated looks max. W Tim, man. I can't lie. I mean, that's why I say Tim's. W Will Tennyson, man. The W video, man. I just became a fan, brother.